All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I'm V. Ravi Kumar. The headlines. Polling begins for assembly elections in Himachal Pradesh. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to visit Andhra Pradesh and Telangana today to inaugurate and lay foundation stone of multiple projects at Visakhapatnam and Ramagundam. India's industrial output jumps 3.1% in September against 0.8% fall in August this year. Public Service Broadcasting Day is being observed today, and Lavlina, Parveen, Sweetie and Alfia strike gold at the Asian Elite Boxing Championships in Amman, Jordan. Polling has begun for assembly elections in Himachal Pradesh. Voting, which began at 8 a.m., will continue till 5 p.m. A total of 412 candidates, including 24 women, are in the fray for 68 seats. The main contest is likely to be between Bharatiya Janata Party and the Congress, while Aam Aadmi Party is also trying to establish a foothold in the state. BJP and Congress are contesting all seats. Aam Aadmi Party has fielded candidates for 67 seats, while Bahujan Samaj Party is contesting 53 seats, CPIM 11 and CPI 1 seat. Other parties are contesting on 45 seats. 99 independents are also in the fray. Now we go over live to our Shimla correspondent Sanjeev Sundaryal for the latest updates. Sanjeev, polling would have started by now, so how is it progressing?
The winter season has already begun in Himachal. Right now, I am in Shimla constituency number 63 and in Government Senior School of Chota Shimla. Let me tell you that the pace of voting is slow here, but it will gradually increase as the day progresses. A few people have come to cast their vote, but as the time passes, we can expect a large number of people to cast their vote at the polling station. Ravi, talking about the arrangements, 157 all-women booths have been set up in the state, where from polling officers to staff and security persons will be women, and also 37 booths will be manned by differently abled persons. Ravi?
Right. Sanjeev, what kind of security arrangements have been made to ensure free and fair polling?
Ravi, Himachal as a whole is a peaceful state, as you know, but still elaborate security arrangements have been made by the Election Commission. Ravi, 67 companies of Central Armed Police Forces have been deployed in different parts of the state for ensuring free and fair elections, and of this, maximum 18 companies have been deputed in Kangra district, which has a maximum number of polling stations. Apart from this, 40% of polling stations of the state have been covered by webcasting. Ravi, NDRF and SDRF personnel have also been deployed in different parts of the state to deal with any untoward incident or in case of any natural calamity. Ravi?
All right. Higher reaches of Himachal Pradesh have experienced snowfall recently. So what kind of preparations have been made by the Election Commission to deal with this situation?
Though there has been a snowfall in the high altitude villages, but despite that, polling parties were already reached there in advance. Ravi, then the question of delay in voting at such places does not rise. I would like to add one more thing here, Ravi, that Election Commission ensured maximum participation in voting through ballot papers by PWD voters as well as persons above 80 years of age. And apart from this, ballot paper were also issued to those who were engaged in essential service, including accredited journalists.
Thank you, Sanjeev, for the update. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has urged the voters of Himachal Pradesh to vote in large numbers in the assembly election. In a tweet this morning, Mr. Modi said, "Today is the polling day for all the assembly seats in Himachal Pradesh." He appealed to the voters to participate in this festival of democracy with full enthusiasm and create a new record of voting. Union Home Minister Amit Shah has appealed to the voters of Himachal Pradesh to elect a strong government by voting in maximum numbers. In a tweet this morning, Mr. Shah said only a strong and corruption-free government can fulfill the aspirations of the people by keeping Himachal Pradesh at the forefront of development. Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur said the people of Himachal Pradesh are going to vote today for the golden future of the state. In a tweet, he said only a corruption-free government will take Himachal Pradesh on the path of progress. He urged the voters to be a part of the celebration of democracy and inspire others to make the right choice. Campaigning for the Gujarat Assembly election is gaining momentum. All the parties are making every effort to woo voters in their favour. Congress party will release its manifesto today. If you look at the facts and figures of the last 10 assembly elections, there are no big ups and downs in the voting percentage in Gujarat. On an average, voters in the state have been voting more than 60%. More from our correspondent.
Voters have always been voting thoughtfully in Gujarat. The existing number of assembly seats was increased to 182 in 1975. Around 69% of the voters cast their votes in the last assembly elections. There were 1 crore 39 lakh voters in 1975. In the current elections, 4 crore 91 lakh voters will exercise their franchise. Talking about the number of candidates in Gujarat, their numbers are also increasing from election to election. In the last assembly election in 2017, 1,828 candidates were in the fray. With Aparna Khoon, Sanjeev Sharma, AIR News, Ahmedabad.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will visit Andhra Pradesh and Telangana today. At around 10:30 a.m., the Prime Minister will inaugurate and lay the foundation stone of multiple projects at Visakhapatnam in Andhra Pradesh. Mr. Modi will lay the foundation stone of Andhra Pradesh section of the 6-lane Greenfield Raipur-Visakhapatnam Economic Corridor. It will be built at a cost of more than 3,750 crore rupees. The Prime Minister will dedicate to the nation U-Field onshore deep water block project of ONGC in Andhra Pradesh, developed at a cost of more than 2,900 crore rupees. He will lay the foundation stone of Srikakulam Anugud natural gas pipeline project of GAIL with a capacity of around 6.65 MMSCMD. Mr. Modi will lay the foundation stone for redevelopment of Visakhapatnam railway station to be done at a cost of around 450 crore rupees. The redeveloped station would cater to 75,000 passengers per day and will improve passenger experience by providing modern amenities. The Prime Minister will also lay the foundation stone of modernization and upgradation of Visakhapatnam fishing harbour. The total cost of the project is around 150 crore rupees. At around 3:30 p.m., the Prime Minister will visit the Ramagundam Fertilizer and Chemicals Limited RFCL plant in Ramagundam, Telangana. Thereafter, at around 4:15 p.m., he will inaugurate and lay the foundation stone of multiple projects worth over 9,500 crore in Ramagundam. Mr. Modi will dedicate a fertilizer plant at Ramagundam to the nation. More from our correspondent.
The RFCL is the first such major plant which began production and one of the major plants in the country with an estimated annual production of 12,70,000 metric tons of ammonia urea. From the erstwhile Plant of Fertilizers Corporation of India Limited, the revived RFCL has not only a state-of-the-art plant but also reflects the aspirations of the people through its Bharat Urea, set up at a cost of 6,300 crore rupees. The RFCL is aimed at augmenting the domestic urea production, reducing its imports and bridging the demand-supply gap, besides helping the country to attain self-sufficiency in urea sector. With Sampath Kumar, Lakshmi, AIR News, Hyderabad.
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts. India's industrial output as measured by the Index of Industrial Production IIP grew 3.1% in September, supported by a double-digit increase in electricity generation. This is compared with a contraction of 0.8% in the previous month and a growth of 4.4% in September 2021. According to the latest data from the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, the country's industrial production during April to September 2022 jumped 7% compared with 23.8% in the year-ago period. India's electricity sector output grew in double digits at 11.6% year-on-year to 187.4 on the IIP in September, while mining saw a 4.6% jump to 99.5, manufacturing posted a 1.8% rise to 134.3. The government has said that price of essential commodities, especially edible oils, have reported a decline in October this year as compared to previous years. The decline in prices is due to a series of proactive and preemptive measures taken by the government to augment domestic availability and stabilize prices of essential food commodities. In a statement, the Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution said that all India average domestic retail prices of refined sunflower oil has decreased from 181 to 170 rupees per kilogram, and mustard oil prices declined from 173 to 170 rupees per kilogram in the last 3 months. Public Service Broadcasting Day is being observed today. The day is celebrated every year to commemorate the only visit of Mahatma Gandhi to the studio of All India Radio Delhi in 1947. The father of the nation addressed the displaced people who had temporarily settled at Kurukshetra in Haryana after partition.
जब मैंने सुना कि आप लोगों में करीब 2.5 लाख रिफ्यूजी पड़े हैं और मैंने सुना कि अभी भी लोग आते ही रहते हैं, तो मुझको बड़ा दुख हुआ मुझे चोट लगी और मुझको ऐसा ही हुआ कि मैं आपके पास पहुंच जाऊं। आने वाला तो कल था, लेकिन ये हो नहीं सकता था क्योंकि यहाँ ऑल इंडिया कांग्रेस कमेटी की मीटिंग के बारे में वर्किंग कमेटी मिलने वाली थी। तो घनश्याम दास जी ने शायद सोचना की कि अगर मैं रेडियो से बोलूं आपके लिए और आपके सामने तो अच्छा होगा, और पीछे जब जा सकता हूं तब जाऊं। तो मैं तो आपके पास आने की कोशिश कर रहा हूं।
A special program is being organized in the premises of All India Radio New Delhi this afternoon to mark the occasion. Cochin Shipyard has signed an MOU with Inland Waterways Authority of India to build the country's first hydrogen fuel cell catamaran vessel for Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh. The shipyard also signed another MOU for the construction of 6 electric catamaran vessels for Uttar Pradesh and 2 such vessels for Guwahati. The MOU was signed at Varanasi in the presence of Union Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways Sarbanand Sonowal, Union Minister for Heavy Industry Mahendranath Pandey, Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath and a host of other dignitaries. In Jammu and Kashmir, Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha yesterday addressed the Kashmir Expo Startup for Livelihood organized by the Department of Science and Technology in Srinagar. Speaking on the occasion, the Lieutenant Governor said that there is greater need to infuse technology and innovation in rural sector, which will produce better quality of life and enhance the socio-economic development. The Aam Aadmi Party has released the first list of 134 candidates for the upcoming Municipal Corporation of Delhi MCD election. In the first list, the party has named over 60 women candidates for the poll. The election of MCD will be held on 4th of next month and the counting of votes will take place on 7th December. On to sports news now. India's boxers Lavlina Borgohain, Parveen Huda, Sweetie and Alfia Pathan claimed gold medals at the Asian Championship in Amman, Jordan yesterday. Parveen secured 5-0 victory over Japan's Kito Mai. The World Championships bronze medalists put up a dominant show to beat 4th-seeded Mai via unanimous decision. Lavlina defeated Rozmetova Sokhiba of Uzbekistan 5-0 by unanimous decision in the final. The title will be a big morale booster for the 25-year-old Lavlina, who has struggled to find form since her bronze medal-winning exploits at the Tokyo Olympics. Sweetie defeated Gulsaya Yarjan of Kazakhstan 5-0 by unanimous decision, while Alfia defeated Islam Hussaili of Jordan due to opponent disqualification to clinch gold. Meenakshi, on the other hand, concluded her maiden Asian Championship campaign by clinching a silver medal in the flyweight division. Meenakshi toiled hard but lost the gold medal bout to Kinoshita Rinka of Japan via 1-4 split verdict. Six-time Asian medalist Shiva Thapa will face Uzbekistan's Abdullayev Ruslan in the final today. He stormed into the final, beating 2019 Asian champion Bakhodur Usmanov of Tajikistan in the semi-final on Thursday. A total of 267 boxers from 27 countries are taking part in the event. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Subhadra Ramachandran.
Thank you, Ravi. Hindustan Times headlines: SC orders release of 6 Rajiv killers serving life terms. The Asian Age features a photograph of PM Modi at the newly inaugurated Terminal 2 of the Kempegowda International Airport in Bengaluru. The Indian Express quotes the PM as saying that unlike previous governments, we see speed as ambition, scale as strength. Business Standard headlines: Sensex hits record closing high on US inflation point. Another Business Standard headline reads, Aadhaar UPI set to star in G20 summit. The paper adds that the Union government plans to offer the expertise and architecture of such digital public goods with other countries. The Statesman write, SC extends protection of Shivling area inside the Gyan Vapi Mosque. The Tribune reports that the Supreme Court has issued notice to the Justice Secretary taking exception to the centre sitting over names recommended and reiterated by the Collegium for appointment of judges. And finally, the Times of India reports that the central government has told the Supreme Court that Christianity, Islam don't have backwardness, converts can't get SC tag.
And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Polling begins for assembly elections in Himachal Pradesh. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to visit Andhra Pradesh and Telangana today to inaugurate and lay foundation stone of multiple projects at Visakhapatnam and Ramagundam. India's industrial output jumps 3.1% in September against 0.8% fall in August this year. Public Service Broadcasting Day being observed today. And Lavlina, Parveen, Sweetie and Alfia strike gold at Asian Elite Boxing Championship in Amman, Jordan. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.com and News on AIR app. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.
At a time when the world faced